got to let go of those things that are no longer serving us, those thought patterns, those people, those behaviors, that job, that business. We've got to let go of it, that neighbor, that thing, that bad habit, that thing that you keep doing, that anger, that lashing out, that jealousy. Like, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go of everything that's no longer serving you. And I just want to be served some chicken wings, some spicy chicken wings with some lamb chop tikka on a plate. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shani Shan. Now I've decided to call this channel Shan Talks because you know that your girl likes to talk a lot, so I hope you like the name, and if you don't, then it doesn't even matter. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe. It will really help me to grow the channel and get these videos out to other people that might benefit from them. So don't be shy. Like, do it now. Do it now. Do it now. One of the things that I really want to do and implement into my videos is a voice recording section, so where you guys can leave me a voice note. Now all my friends know that I love voice notes, and the plan is to have part 2s to these videos where I play some of the voice recordings and we have a bit more of a chat about what you've said in the voice recording. So if you're comfortable with having your voice played in some of the videos, that'll be really great. So click the link, leave me a voice note and share your views on the subject of letting go, anything that you've taken from this video, anything positive at all, like no negativity. And yeah, I will do part 2s to some of these videos, and yeah, I just think it's great, like voice notes. Like, so today I want to speak to you guys about letting go, and the more that I'm talking, the more I'm doing this. Like, clearly I'm passionate about this subject, so let me get into it. Letting go, because I've had issues with letting go before in the past. You guys have had issues with letting go. You can lie to me if you want, but I know the truth. Okay, we've all had issues with letting go in some way, shape or form. So that's what we're going to talk about today, because there's a lot of us that are holding on to things. I need to stop clapping. There's a lot of us that are holding on to things that we really need to be letting go of. Sometimes it's not even about things being bad or not being cool, but sometimes things, people, situations, experiences have already served their purpose, but you're still holding on to that, trying to get something else out of it, but it's dead now. It's time to move on. So let's talk about letting go of people. Now, in some situations, no one has to be the bad guy. No one has to be the villain. Sometimes it's just a case of that person has served their purpose in your life. Okay, sometimes it's not about, oh, you did this, you did that. People come into our lives for a reason and a season. Okay, so sometimes people aren't always here to stay. Sometimes they have to come into your life to teach you something, drop a few gems, teach you some life lessons, help you to sharpen up on your boundaries. It might be a work colleague, it might be a relationship, it might be, I don't know, a neighbor, a bad neighbor that you were cool with but can't be cool with no more. Now, people come into our lives for a reason, a season, but some of us hold on to people longer than we're supposed to. Some of us hold on to relationships longer than we're supposed to. Actually, you might have known that in the beginning that person wasn't even for you, but you're still holding on, but we're not going to get into that. So we can't hold on to people, especially if, like I said, I know, like, not everyone's a villain, not everyone's a bad guy, and I feel like sometimes it's even harder to let people go when nothing bad's happened, or, you know, no one's done anyone dirty or anything like that. Like, I feel like it's really hard to let go of people because we have an emotional attachment. We've invested time and energy into these people. We don't want to hurt people's feelings. We don't want to let them down. We want to be homies for life, right? Like, you know, I never imagined and not being cool with some of the people that I was cool with when I was 16. Like, as far as I was concerned, we're friends for life. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's not that they're bad people. Sometimes we outgrow people, you know, but we keep holding on, keep hoping for the best. Sometimes we think, oh, maybe they'll change, or maybe it's me, and let's just give them another chance and let's review this. And I'm not saying that, you know, we need to be constantly cutting people off. Like, I'm not about that. I'm about healthy relationships. Like, when I look at my friendship circle, all my friends add different things to my life. Like, some friends, it's, you know, really good advice, you know, they've got my back. Some friends, like, we just literally laugh, joke. Other friends, like, it's like creativity, business, like, you know, they all add different values to my life. But sometimes people are adding nothing to your life. Negativity, drama, heartache, deceit, all of that. Like, no growth, not trying to work to anything bigger or anything better than where they are emotionally, spiritually, physically. I hate it when people are walking past and I'm recording. Like, you can get anything once, but I ain't gonna big him up. No one's like that. No, please. Yeah, like, people need to be growing around you. Like it can't always be you pouring into somebody else. It can't always be you giving. It can't always be one-sided. Life, we're supposed to be growing. We're supposed to be elevating. We're supposed to be maturing. We're supposed to be not stuck in dead mindsets and situations and jobs and businesses that are serving us no purpose. Like some things just come to teach us a lesson. Like, if we think about like work experience, then like being in school and having to do work experience, I think it was like 2 weeks. Okay, so that was to give me work experience, give me experience, but I didn't stay there for a month or 2 or 3 months because it served its purpose. It gave me a bit of experience, even though I don't even know what I've gained from it right now, but at the time must have gained something. But it served its purpose. Now, I think my work experience was at, who remembers the drum? It was at the drum in the reception. I ain't trying to do that again. I've done that, been there, done that. It served its purpose. Like, why am I going back? That's another thing. Some of us go back to old and dead situations that have already served its purpose. Like, let it go. Don't keep going back. Like, you're good now. It's time to move on. It's time to move on to the next chapter of your life. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Another thing that we need to let go of is limiting beliefs and self-doubt and negative thought patterns. Like, let it go. Limiting beliefs meaning you think that you can't do it, you think that you're not good enough, you think that you're not worthy. Like, you need to let that go, because what is it serving you? It's not serving you any good to think that way. It's not going to help you to prosper. It's not going to help you to get to where you need to get to, and it's not uplifting. Like, if a friend came to you and you spoke to your friend the same way you spoke to yourself, would you even have a friend? When you look yourself in the mirror, and you should be complimenting yourself, but instead you're not. You're saying, oh, look at you, you're ugly, no one's ever going to want you, like, you don't even like yourself, look how fat you are, look how ugly you are, look how spotty you are, like, ill, like, nothing good to say about yourself. That is not propelling you to be the best person that you can possibly be. And like I said, if a friend came to you and said those very same things, would you even have friends? Or if a sister or brother or an auntie or an uncle, the person that you care about most, came to you and you were saying those things to them, would they be your friend? Possibly not. More than likely not. So why would you speak to yourself like that? Like, why would you speak to yourself like that and view yourself like that when you don't do that to other people? Just saying, sometimes we can be our own worst critics and we're not very nice to ourselves, but you need to treat yourself like your own best friend. Like, I talk to myself, like, I'll be at home just before I was recording, just then, when that man walked down the road, like, I was cracking up. Like, be happy in your own company. Okay, because if you're not happy in your own company, how is somebody else going to feel comfortable or happy around you? Okay, so let go of limiting beliefs and the negative talks that you have towards yourself. Like, instead of saying I can't do this, or no one will do this for me, or I can't ever get to this position in life, or I would never be able to build my business, start saying I can. And then put in the steps and the actions that you would need to get there. Like, stop doing this to yourself. Like, we do it to ourselves, and why? Like, why? No. It's a negative thought patterns, limiting beliefs, self-destructive words that you might say to yourself. Yeah, like, we need to stop that. We need to stop that. Start talking to yourself like you're your own best friend. Okay, holding on to a job because the money's great. Now, it served its purpose because really you're supposed to go into that job to get the experience, you know, to network and meet new people and be able to say that you've done it. But if you're just doing it for the money now, then what is it serving? Okay, to pay the bills, that's great, but we're not just here to get money and pay bills. Like, we all put on this earth for a purpose. We all put on this earth for a purpose. So if you're just holding on to a job for money, like, there's enough money in the world for us all to have enough. Yeah, like, we need to have an abundant mindset that we're not just in a job or in a situation for money. Like, it's more than that. Like, what is your purpose on this earth? Okay, so don't just hold on to something because of money. Like, let it be fulfilling, let it help you to grow. Like, what value is it gonna add to your life? Like, if you're not changing, you're not growing, then what are you doing? You're dying internally, spiritually, emotionally. Like, don't do it to yourself. Like, let go, move on. Like, let go and move on. Okay, next one. Let go of the bad habits. Like, do you have bad habits? We all do. Like, I'm not doing this video sitting here saying I'm perfect. I'm just speaking on what I want to speak on and trying to help somebody else and help myself. Bad habits, like, what bad habits have you got? Like, for me, it's my diet. Like, I love chocolate, I love chicken wings, and I know like everything's about balance and moderation, but I don't have that right now. Okay, like, I eat a pack of cookies a day, normal. Big bars of Galaxy, big bars of Dairy Milk, not ashamed. I eat it, tastes good, melts in my mouth. Like, it is what it is. I love chocolate. Okay, I love chicken wings, especially the flat pieces. Like, I will eat 10, I can eat 15. I love that. The belly's growing. No, I'm not pregnant, but guess what, I love it. Okay, but for me, that's a habit that I need to work on. That's a habit that I need to work on, because at the end of it, it's not serving me no good. Okay, like, in terms of my health, like when I'm putting on clothes, don't feel comfortable, look in the mirror and the belly's popping out and I'm like, oh. So for me, that's something I need to work on. For you, it might be smoking, it might be drinking, it might be too much time on your phone, it might be the fact that you're around people that you don't want to be around anymore. It could be negative thinking and negative talking, it could be gossiping, it could be not saving, overspending. Like, you know what your bad habit is, and the point is that it's not serving you. Okay, it might have served you at one point when you started smoking with your boys or your girls and it used to be cool, but guess what, your chest is hurting now. Okay, so what are you gonna do about it? Okay, it might have been cool when you used to binge drink when you was a teenager, but guess what, it's getting out of control now. So what are you gonna do about it? Okay, so we need to let go of some of these habits, and sometimes we don't even have to cut all these things out. But if it's taking over and we're finding ourselves indulging in things that aren't serving us, then we're wasting time scrolling on our phone, leaving loads of comments on accounts that we don't even know who these people are in real life. But mate, all that time you've been scrolling on your phone, you could have wrote a few pages towards your book. You could have wrote out a business plan. You could have started an idea that you've been wanting to start for the longest. So, okay, let's sort it out. Let's like start to be more disciplined in the things that we want to change in our lives. Yeah, we need to be disciplined. Now, that word disciplined, I don't even know who made that up. There you go. I've been trying to be disciplined for a minute now, so maybe I should read a book on being disciplined, because I'm struggling with the chicken and the chocolate. Sugar. Whoa. Okay, cool. So guys, we need to let some things go. We need to let some people go. We need to let some negative thought patterns go. We need to change our diets, work on letting some bad habits go, and we need to sort it out, because at the end of the day, we want to be the best versions of ourselves. Okay, but some of these things that we're holding on to, the people, the negative mindsets, the food, the diet, the alcohol, the bad habits, the lavish spending, and we ain't even got the money anyway. Like, we need to let it go and get some discipline, get some boundaries in place, and put some steps into practice to be better, because we want to be better. Like, we don't want to keep going round the same cycles, not improving, not being better, we don't want to have regrets. We don't want to have regrets like 10 years time, 15 years time, a month's time. Like, we don't want to have regrets and think, actually, you know what, if I had just done that, I could have been doing this right now. Or if I had just done that, I wouldn't have type 2 diabetes. Or if I just did that, then I would have more money to have bought my house by now. Do you know what I mean? So we don't want to do that. If I just did that, then that person wouldn't have had the chance to take advantage and try and take me for an idiot. Okay, so so if you continue to go in this cycle of holding on to people, holding on to negative thought patterns, holding on to bad or negative behaviors or habits, you don't know what you're missing out on. You don't know what you're blocking. You don't know what you're stopping yourself from experiencing. Like, you could have a whole new way of thinking and it could propel you into the next chapter of your life. Like, you don't know the damage that holding on is doing. When actually letting go, you might feel more liberated, you might feel more free, you might feel happier, you might feel like you can do things without the guilt, the shame, the remorse, like the regret. You're holding on to dead weight that no longer serves you. Okay, so you need to let go of it. You need to let go of it so you can experience the new chapters of your life. Some of you guys have been going over the same chapters over and over and over again. Like, don't you want to finish the book? Like, don't you want to finish the book? Don't you want to know what's next for you? And if you keep holding on, you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out on the things that God's got planned for you. You're going to miss out on meeting new people. You're going to miss on having a new way of thinking. Nothing good happens in comfort zones. Okay, if you want new results, you want new outcomes, you've got to do something different. We've got to do something different. So we've got to let go. A lot of it is the unknown. You're scared of the unknown. You're worried about the unknown, not knowing, you know, what you're gonna do if you let go, who you're gonna have to speak to if you let go, you know. And like with the habits and the behaviors as well, you're just in a comfort zone. A lot of you are in comfort zones and don't know what to do, don't know how to come out of it, feeling a bit lazy, making excuses. You can't keep doing this because you're gonna miss out on a lot of opportunities. Time is passing, time is fleeting, like time is of the essence. Like we haven't got time to hold on to things that no longer serve us, have never served us. Okay, so think about that. Don't let the moment pass. Don't keep allowing days, months, years to keep going by and you're not doing anything about it, because you have a choice. We have choices. We have choices. Okay, thank you so much for tuning into this video today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I thank you for those that have made it to the end. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, subscribe, because it will help me to grow the channel, get these videos out to other people. So if you're comfortable with having your voice played in some of the videos, that would be really great. So click the link, and yeah, I will do part 2 to some of these videos. And yeah, I just think it's great. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Holla.